Hey guys, this is Sal Mora. We're here at the Fight Shop, New Mexico, and this is your Combat Corner. We got a lot to talk about this week. We have UFC, we have boxing, we have local boxing, we have national boxing with Golden Boy. Let's get into it. Let's jump right into it with Golden Boy Promotions boxing event Saturday night. Albuquerque's own Fidel Maldonado Jr. was on the card. He faced Amir Rahman. In that fight, there was 5 rounds, 5 knockdowns. It was a war. In the end, however, Fidel got dropped by Amir Rahman in the 5th to end the fight. The ref waved it off. It was a tough fight. That Amir Rahman, he's going to be a future champion. Fidel Maldonado Jr. will bounce back from this. I can't wait to see him back in the ring. And one more thing, I'd like to congratulate Fidel and his wife on their new baby daughter who was born last Tuesday while Fidel was in Las Vegas for the fight. So congratulations on your new addition to your family. Alright guys, I'm here with Joby Sanchez. He fought this past Sunday night, UFC Boston, and he fought against
Kentucky.
That's right. Congratulations, you won a 3-round decision. Walk us through the fight.
Well, thank you first. It was a tough fight, which I expected. Kentucky is a very durable opponent. He was 10 before this fight. He was 10-6 and had never been finished. So I knew going into the fight that he wasn't going to be easy to put away. First round came out and he came super aggressive, which I expected, and he was able to find the distance with his right hand, as you can see on the left side of my face.
It looks pretty, by the way.
It looked good. I'm glad it looks pretty at least. But he came out real aggressive, started tagging me right away. It took me a while to find my distance and to put forward pressure. But once I did, I was able to drop him in that first round, and as soon as I hit him, I knew he was down, but I had a feeling he was going to come back up, and he was able to survive. Second round came out, it was a real close round that round. Third round came, and I knew I was going to have to make it ugly. I knew I was going to have to come out super aggressive because it was a close fight already. I think I had won 1 and he had maybe won 2. So I was able to endure and overcome. So
now walk us through the differences between your first UFC fight and now this being your second UFC fight. What were the differences for you?
With the first fight, I was just super excited to be there. You know, it was a UFC, like it was my first one. I was pumped. This one, I was a little more relaxed. I felt comfortable in the fight. Felt loose, and like I was able to really engage. So
it was a good thing. Now the first one, we're excited to actually make it there. The second one is time to get to work.
Exactly.
With that being said, at your 125 super stacked division, a lot of studs in there. Anybody you looking at?
Right now, we were thinking Patrick Houlihan, who fought on the same night. He's an Irishman, teammate of Conor McGregor, and we think that'd be a good matchup for me, especially now since McGregor has the title shot. Maybe we can get under that card. And
that's going to be happening May 24th is what we're hearing in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that would be a good setup for you as well. Speaking of Conor McGregor, what's your thoughts on him? I know all the fighters seem to have different opinions. Good for him, good, bad, ugly. You know, what's your thoughts on him after watching him live at UFC Boston?
I'm a big fan of him. I really like his mindset. I like his fighting style, and you have to give it to him. He is a phenomenal fighter. He really is.
What's your prediction? Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor.
Jose, I don't know. You can't count Jose out. I mean, some nights when you think he's not going to do well, he just tears it up. Like his last fight, I thought Mendez was going to beat him, and he really brought it.
Sure. So. I'll give you my prediction. I think it's going to take him 1 round to figure McGregor out, and then after that, I don't see Conor lasting till the 3rd round. I think it'll be over pretty quickly. Let's switch gears a little bit to your teammate, Cowboy Cerrone, Ben Henderson. It was their third fight. Two happened in WEC. This third one is happening in the UFC. What did you think about his performance? It was close in my opinion. What did you think?
It was a close fight. I give Cowboy all the credit in the world for taking that fight because Ben Henderson's no joke, man. I mean, like, he's a scary dude.
Always improving.
Yeah, always improving, and I thought it was honestly, I'm not too sure. 2 weeks is real fast to take a fight like that. So
would you personally take a fight 2 weeks right after? Would you go right back if they called you up and said, "Hey, you're fighting in 2 weeks"? Would you be? But would you be ready? Would your body be ready? I mean, in all honesty, because to me it looked like his body was real flat out there. I mean, he was still going through the motions. He did very well. I could only imagine if he had a month to prepare for this. It would be. I think it would be a totally different fight. I think Cowboy would have really took him out.
I think so too. Because not only did he just fight, like he fights back to back to back to back.
Sure.
So it's not like he has like a lot of time in between camps to really recoup his body. So I think even if he didn't fight like just before this last one, I think he would have done a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So.
Joby, what? So you're saying Patrick Houlihan?
Well, I think right now, exactly. But no, we're thinking maybe that everything's all up in the air still. So.
Awesome, Joby, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Of course, I want to thank the Fight Shop. I want to thank Jackson's MMA and Team Meridian.
All right, we're going to wrap up the Fight Shop New Mexico Combat Corner with this weekend's events happening around the state of New Mexico. We have in northern New Mexico, we have the Cold War Boxing presented by Holmes Boxing and Buffalo Thunder Casino. Get your tickets now. Limited tickets are available. That event always sells out. You're going to see Patrick Holmes Jr., you're going to see Damasio Page, you're going to see Cody East, Antonio Martinez, and a couple more fights to be announced. And as you saw earlier, you got to see the open workout. You got to hear Damasio talk about his upcoming fight. So it's exciting to see the MMA guys move into the boxing ring. It is a totally different world, boxing versus MMA. Two different sports. They are cousins. Part of the combat sports family, but they are two different sports. So it's interesting to see what happens there. If you're in the Albuquerque area, you have Elite Combat Series 1. It's a new promotion. 1102 promotion is going to the McKernan Event Center in the South Valley, 5 Points and Bridge, I believe. It's headlined by Steven Cervantes, a young fighter from Albuquerque's west side area. And so it'll be an action-packed night. And then if you're in southern New Mexico, El Paso will be holding a King of the Cage card. King of the Cage is always known to bring a gigantic fight card with awesome fights, awesome fighters, up-and-coming guys. It'll air also on Mav TV. It's happening in El Paso. It's Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's not a big deal. It's right there. You'll see a lot of fighters from Fit NHB going in there and a few from Judgment MMA as well, which are local gyms in Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. And plus you'll see the Las Cruces fighters taking on the El Paso guys. So you have this whole weekend full of combat sports happening again, local combat sports happening again. And then on January 31st, we have UFC 183. We'll talk about that next week. And that's it for this edition of the Fight Shop New Mexico Combat Corner.